For hundreds of great shows like this one, go to onnetworks.com.
What would happen if you gave up all of your worldly possessions, left your environment of friends and family to live a life of celibacy, peace, and meditation? Today, we'll take a look inside the life of a Buddhist monk and find out what we can learn and adapt into our own lives. Next on Zen Living. I'd like you to meet the Venerable Te Dao Quang, who for the past 16 years has been the abbot at the only Buddhist temple in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's an honor to be here with you today. I wanted to know how you got started in this path.
Well, back to 1991, at that time, some of my best friends, he became a Buddhist monk. And at that time, I did not understand anything about Buddhism. First, I have thought to get into the monastery and get him out.
So it was a rescue mission.
Right. But eventually, the more I study about Zen Buddhism, I fall in love with Zen Buddhism, and finally I became a Buddhist monk. Makes sense for me in terms of make myself more peaceful, and I think that's the best way to benefit for the society as I wish.
So what would you say has been the greatest challenge in your life with this work?
As a human being, we have a lot of temptation around you. A beautiful girl, or the power, or the money, or the good fame. Especially when you move to this country, a lot of challenges in terms of different language, different culture you have to overcome, and try to balance your life in this society. It's really tough.
So you begin your day with a meditation.
Yes.
Why?
Because human being might have a tendency to travel 1,000 miles away from here. So practice mindfulness, system meditation is a significant thing to be being a Buddhist monk. Being in touch with the moment, be aware of your feeling, your sensation, your thoughts, and you understand about yourself.
How do you do that? Is there any way to explain it?
Yes, you have to keep yourself in the right position. Usually we sit in lotus position, and you keep your hand like this, and you look about 3 feet from the center of your body. Just follow your breathing in, your breathing out. You breathing in, breathing out, you know you're breathing out. And at the higher level, you can just breathing in, breathing out naturally, but then you be aware of what's going on inside yourself. And from Buddhist perspective, when you know about inside yourself, is the best way to understand outside.
I see. What do monks eat?
Well, we eat whatever the lay people offer, but we belong to Mahayana tradition, so we eat only vegetable. We are vegetarians.
All Buddhist monks are vegetarian.
Just only the Buddhist monk who follow and practice Mahayana tradition.
Why do you wear these robes, and why do you shave your head?
Good question. The life of Buddhist monk is supposed to be very simple and modest. So when we shave the hairs, also we promise cut out all attachment, and most of the time attachment is the cause for suffering. Being a Buddhist monk, I never ever tried to convince or convert anyone to be Buddhist or believe in Buddhism, rather than to share with them the technique we live in peace and happiness.
The Buddha, is he a god? Do you worship him?
Buddha is not a god. Buddha is not a human being. Buddha is a awakened one, the enlightenment one. When I look at the Buddha as a great teacher who showed me the way to get out of the circle of illusion, hallucination, or suffering, I bow deeply in front of Buddha's status to show my respect and my love to him. But I'm not praying a Buddha in terms of to
save you?
To help me to overcome all the problems I have to practice based on his teaching. So Buddha.
And anybody can be a Buddha.
Right.
Anybody who reaches that enlightened status can be Buddha.
Exactly. In Buddhism, we strongly believe that everyone is able to become Buddha if you practice continuously and constantly from this life to the many lives. In Buddhism, we believe we We are interconnected, we are interrelated to each other, especially with the nature. Therefore, practice Zen Buddhism and also we try to protect our environment as much as possible. We try to conduct our life in moderate. We don't want to overuse so that in the next generation we may have a problem with the nature resources. We feel that we should perceive ourselves related to other people, especially to the nature. Therefore, in Buddhism, we don't try to control the nature rather than to live in harmony and try to balance our life. When we invited the sound of the bell, that is the way to remind everyone, be aware of what's going on right now, so that we are able to bring our mind back to the present moment. Because the technique of mindfulness or Zen living, that is, bring your mind connected with your body at the moment. Reincarnation is the big concept in Buddhism. Being a Buddhist, we strongly believe in reincarnation. That means you cannot destroy something to become nothing. As a human being, we have spiritual and material. So when a person dies, we believe his spirit or his mind or his karma, whatever you want to call it, is continued to transform into the next life. So when a person dies, we strongly believe this, his life or her life continues on. So life does not beginning when you just be born, and life does not ending when you die. It just transforms to the next life. And how it's transformed depends on your karma.
The Zen philosophy can be summed up in 2 words: practice mindfulness. In doing so, we can be more mindful of others and our environment. I'd like to thank the spiritual teacher for enlightening my mind and heart. And from all of us here at Zen Living, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
For hundreds of great shows like this one, go to onnetworks.com.